Hey you guys, my name is Wendy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys some of the ways that you can reuse some of your products that would actually go to your recycle bins, but you can actually upcycle them by turning them into little containers to start your seeds for the fall or spring, depending on where you are in the world. I have already gotten some started here, and I'm mainly focused on a lot of peas and sugar snap sort of things because I really love growing those in the cooler season. So for those of you who have a mild winter, you'll be able to get some seeds started now to get your fall and winter garden. Otherwise you would be doing this later in the winter to start growing them and get them ready for the outdoors. You can see they've already been growing so nicely in these. They actually make really fabulous compost as well if you don't use them to put your seeds in to grow. Other than that, I also have some toilet paper rolls. So these are some toilet paper roll. This is a fava bean. You can see it's really nice strong root system here. I really love that you're able to reuse these packaging, and then the best thing about them, especially the paper ones, the compostable ones, is that you can basically plant the entire, you place the entire plant in the soil when you transplant. You would prevent a lot of or sometimes there may be transplant shock. If you are new to gardening, you feel uncomfortable or nervous about transplanting, removing the plant out of the pot. This way of doing it, you wouldn't have that issue. As for me, being in a small garden, I like to grow these under the grow light to get started first, and then actually get them in at a pretty good height so that they would actually get more sun once they are transplanted outside. I find that growing in the grow lights, it's actually a lot faster for the growth rate for all my seedlings rather than carrying them outside every single day or just putting them in a tray and growing them outdoors. Especially love grow lights that you can adjust the brightness so that you can go according to the type of plants that needs more light or less light. This is a clamshell for some strawberries, but you can just be creative and think about the different things that you can recycle and reuse those. This one here, I already have gotten some cilantro or coriander seeds in here. I'm waiting for it to grow. I really like this plastic container is that it acts as a dome. See how you close it up to create more humidity, especially when the plants are really young. That moisture level is going to be really great for it when you keep the lid closed. And then these lids already have these holes cut out on the top, so I don't have to do anything. The bottom has holes as well, so I really don't have to do anything but to put some soil and to plant the seeds in here. And if you find it a little difficult to take your plants out of something like this, you can always just cut this thing up. I mean, this thing is going to go in the recycle anyway, right? So you can just cut the sides to open it flat out to remove your plants, your seedlings. These two here, it came from, I think it was like a coffee cup or something, but anyway, it's a paper cup. So this one is actually the top part of this cup. So I just cut that cup in half, and this bottom one is already done for me. The top section, I actually just cut it and fold it. I basically just cut this cup out. So I'm just going to cut this up a little bit. I think I need to cut a little more. Okay, you just need to check it that the opposite sides, these flaps, should touch. I will take this one down. First, fold these down a little bit. So I just fold these down to form this line so it's easier to work with. Put one down, close this one next, close this one up, and this last one, you pull up that first flap that you put down, like so. Then you got yourself a box or a closure. And I think this plastic is actually, there we go. There you go. So here you have it. Now you got 2 cups. Just turned 1 cup into 2, especially if you use paper cups, then you can plant the entire cup in your transplants later on. Here are some that I will be planting today. These ones here are actually the super easy to make. This is one I made from scratch paper from shipping. When I cut the labels in half, I have all these like extra paper that usually would, it would just go to recycle, but instead I can make these super easy to make kind of containers for the seeds. So you can use any scratch paper, newspapers, advertisements, as long as it doesn't have a gloss finish or a lot of strong colors, because you have to kind of pay attention to what goes into your soil if you care about that. And I leave the top open just a little bit so it's easy to pull it out later. Super easy. And then you take the bottom, you just press it in, and then I just put this thing in and kind of like squish it down, press it down to kind of like stuff it. That would hold the shape on the bottom. And then you just remove it. Ta-da! This is super fast and easy to make. You can make a bunch of this in such a short amount of time to plant all your seeds. Here's some packaging boxes. I really love these ones because usually, especially with eco-friendly products, they try to be very, more eco-friendly with their packaging as well. So this one is all muted. It's actually made of just cardboard. This is just a tiny little one you can use to plant your seedlings. I don't mind planting, like even peas would go really well in something really shallow, because you actually can grow peas as microgreens, and they basically, microgreens are grown in soil that's like ½ an inch or an inch thick. So as soon as you get some nice root system and the peas growing out, you can take this whole container and plant it in the ground or wherever you want. And here's another box. You can either plant something with a deeper root system by just planting the entire thing, or you can actually close this up. I mean, this is really simple, you guys. When I tell you, it's almost like duh, but sometimes you may not think of that. So it's just taking an X-Acto knife or a knife, and you just cut in the middle somewhere, whatever height you want this to be, but you're basically turning this into 2. Oops. Yeah, definitely need to put a new blade in here. Yeah. So here you got 2 pots. Aren't they cute? With these toilet papers, you can make 4 slits. So 1, 2, then I like to go back in the center and cut 1 more. This way you can kind of divide them up more evenly. So I got 4 here. Actually, let's put the more narrow ones in. And then you close this way, and because you can make it look a little nicer by just cutting out the corners, rounding them off just a little bit. Okay. And then the top part, you can just careful with your hand, okay? I'm just trying to show on the camera. You should do this on a table. You basically just make a slit so that you can tug this in. Then, if you find it hard to get it in, you can just kind of cut it like a U shape a little bit. And that's it. And then you can kind of press it down a little bit. This may not look like it's very sturdy, but it is just enough to hold your seedlings, especially after you water in your soil. Everything would kind of bind together a little better. Well, anyhow, let's just do a really quick planting here. Got myself some nice potting mix here. I love using Fox Farm. It's pretty much my go-to for most things. Ooh. Since it's getting dark here, I'm just going to plant a little bit with you guys so that I can end this video. This is the one I folded up using a paper cup. I'm just gonna plant these lima bush beans. This is not a planting video, so I'm just going to do this very quickly. If you guys want to check out how to plant your seeds, be sure to check out my other episode. I will link it down below for you. So usually lima beans, or beans that are kind of really dried up like this, I usually like to soak it first. That would help the germination rate. But today I'm just going to plant them dry like this. If you are going to soak your beans before planting, make sure not to over soak them, so best to leave it just overnight or just up to 4 hours, as long as you see that the beans get really plump up. If you soak it beyond that point, it might rot out on you when you plant them. Okay, here's some lettuce seeds I actually got for free. Came as a free gift from Baker Creek Seeds. So I'm just going to lay a bunch of these on here. Can thin it out later on or whatnot, but whoops, I really planted a lot more than I needed in this little space, but that's all right. And then you just kind of gently press it in. This is going to be so cute when these lettuce starts germinating. Just gonna put a little bit more soil on top of here because it's losing it after I packed it down. All right, so to finish this up, we need to water it. Here's a bottle of water. I'm just going to put some holes on here. I'm using this tool, but you can use anything that's kind of sharp and just kind of hit on top of the bottle. There we go. There's a hole. There's 2 holes. Ideally, you'd want to, if you don't want to make a mess, you can take it out and just kind of, there we go. All right, I put about 5 holes in there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna water this thing. Grow, seed, grow. I had it all wrong. I should have actually put the lettuce. They should have switched. I don't know what I guess I wasn't thinking because I was just kind of focused on making sure I finished the video before it gets dark and the quality of the video would be bad. Okay. The beans doesn't really care so much about humidity, but the lettuce, I'd like to kind of germinate them under a little bit more humidity. I've gone ahead and saved this packaging. What I can do is actually just move these in here. Hopefully, will this close? Oh my gosh, yes, perfect. I'm just gonna put this whole thing in here. You can see how this is going to create humidity. I just made some holes here. Ideally, you'd want to fit something like shorter in here so that the plants have room to grow. So you can keep your seeds under a dome until they germinate. You can either transfer them to a taller dome by then, or you can kind of keep it here as a tray, and then you can put a twig. Let's see. Or you can, oh God, oh my God, oh, there you go. All right, this is very rustic twig, but what you can do is just leave it like this to keep it open. You can get a taller twig. Which one's taller? Okay, they're about the same. Wow, I broke it pretty even. Okay. So just like this. Oh my gosh, and I forgot to show you these ones. These are the sunflowers that have germinated. This was like packaging for apples, but I thought it was so adorable. Had these basically the same idea as the one I just showed you, as a dome to help them germinate. And then after they germinated, I originally had just a tiny little twig this short to keep this open. But then now, there we go. I can just use a spoon or something to carefully scoop these seedlings out to plant. So yeah, if you plant in plastic, obviously you would take them out just as you would with any other pots. But if you plant it in paper, it's going to be compostable, so you can plant it, the entire thing directly into the ground or wherever you like. If any of you guys are upcycling your materials for the garden, let me know in the comments down below, you guys. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell notification button. Thank you again for chilling out here with me today. Happy gardening. I shall see you right back here in the next one. Bye.